Hey buddies, it's your girl AyChristene, and today we are checking out a Sapphire Sandalo scary story. This is Filipino sleep paralysis demon stories with Sapphire. I'm very nervous about this because I know that there's Insidious kind of touched on this, right? What is it called when you have that out of body experience, like vivid dreaming, but it's the one where you're like sleep paralysis, but like you're also outside of your body. What did they call it? They called it something in Insidious. There's a word for it, right? Astral projection? Yeah, right? That's the word. So sleep paralysis scares me. I think I've had it like once, like where you're fighting. And anytime anybody says that they have that, I immediately feel like there's like a demon involved. So let's see what's in store. Link is in the description box below for you to check out. Now let's get started. Hello there. I know you want to get that limited edition Lang Lang rainbow foil tee. Check out crowdmade.com/AyChristene. Pre-orders are available till midnight, July 29th. And if you add the rainbow foil tee to your cart, you'll get an additional 10% off if you are also selecting any of these items. Get it. Bye.
Hi, Oddings. Welcome to Stories with Sapphire. I'm your Ate Sapphire.
Hello,
Have you
Sapphire.
ever experienced sleep paralysis? When your mind is awake, but your body is still asleep?
I've felt it for a little bit. A little bit.
It can be a truly horrifying ordeal, but it's all just in your head. Or is it?
Don't say that.
For Ryan and Nate, a real nightmare awaits. And now, it's story time.
That was a beautiful piano that was very loud in my ears and scared me.
It was Ryan and Nate's first time camping at Anawangin Cove. With no electricity or cell reception, it was the perfect place to unplug and reconnect with nature after their hectic work week. Ryan had been particularly stressed lately, to the point of having frequent nightmares and episodes of sleep paralysis, and Nate wanted to help him relax.
Okay.
The cove was a pretty busy tourist spot, but luckily, they were able to find a spot that at least felt somewhat isolated. Ryan chopped down some very short trees for firewood just as the sun went down. They built a fire, laid out some blankets,
so they're doing this
and
outside.
cracked open some beers. Nate had already reached weekend mode. Ryan was far behind. Ryan, take a deep breath, be in the moment. Worrying about the budget right now isn't going to change anything.
That's also true.
I know. It's just really hard for me to disconnect. That's why we need to do this more often. The two friends clinked their bottles and cheered to a relaxing weekend. 2 beers turned into 4, which eventually turned into 10. Brian and Nate were now completely passed out on the forest floor. I don't think
I've... So I need to find a good beer. I haven't had beer in like a long time.
Of the night,
last time I tried beer,
Ryan awoke
I only tasted it
with a
and I did not like it.
He felt like he was suffocating.
Oh dear.
He tried to move his arms and legs, but they felt like concrete.
Yikes.
Fortunately, this wasn't the first time he'd experienced this. This is just a dream, a stress-induced nightmare. Ryan tried to reassure himself.
It makes me think of the movie, the show Evil, the first season.
As Ryan lay there, he directed all his focus on moving his head. Just an inch would be enough. But it would not budge. You're not in any real danger. This will all pass. He could hear his breath getting shallower and shallower.
That's like, it sounds like you hear you dying.
And that's when he heard it. The breath of someone else.
No.
Although he was unable to move his eyes, he shifted his focus downward toward his chest. In his peripheral vision, he could vaguely make out what appeared to be a bald, 300-pound figure sitting on his chest.
Yikes.
How'd you miss it? Never happened during one of these dreams before.
How tall are you?
Ryan tried to call out to Nate, but his jaw was frozen shut. The figure now leaned over, coming into Ryan's full view. This isn't real, it's just a nightmare.
In the name of Jesus.
Ryan repeated over
That's what I'm saying.
and
Cancel
over
in the name of Jesus.
Then He heard the sound of footsteps approaching. Finally, Ryan thought, Nate had woken up and was going to help him. But the footsteps walked over to the pile of wood. Ryan heard the clink of metal, and the footsteps walked back to his feet.
What?
There was a moment of silence.
Okay.
And then the axe slammed into his ankle. Again and again.
Axe?
The pain felt so unbearably real.
What? Were they chopping off his
There
feet?
was nothing Ryan could do but lay there until the nightmare ended.
Oh my gosh.
The next morning, Nate awoke, head pounding from his hangover.
Uh-huh.
The fire pit was still roaring. He could have sworn that the fire had died before they passed out.
Holy crap, they burned
He
his
saw
feet.
that Ryan was awake as well.
They burned his
So,
feet.
please tell me you were finally able to disconnect
They burned
and
his
get some good
feet.
sleep.
Or no, he died.
Ryan?
No, he
Nate
died.
shook Ryan's shoulder.
He died.
Ryan's eyes were wide open, but he wasn't moving.
Is he
Nate
paralyzed
stood
or is he
up in a
dead?
panic and saw why. With fear-filled eyes, he
Oh.
looked back at the fire.
Oh
There,
gosh.
in the pit, were Ryan's missing limbs.
Oh my goodness. Limbs? Oh my goodness. They chopped his hand and his legs.
In the
his feet.
Philippines, there is a large and malevolent spirit called the Banyunyot.
Oh.
It lives in the trees, and if you
Okay.
chop down its home, it
Oh.
will seek revenge. It
Oh.
will wait until you've fallen into a deep sleep, usually after a heavy meal or lots of alcohol, and sit on your chest and suffocate you to death. And there's a reason why this story is so popular.
Okay.
Because young people, more frequently men of Southeast Asian descent, have been dying of sudden, unexplained nocturnal death syndrome.
What?
Also referred to as banyunyot, which is also the Tagalog word for nightmare.
Are you
In
serious?
the 1950s, the Foundation for Banyunyot Research was founded by a man whose son had died of this condition.
Oh my
And while the
gosh.
exact cause of banyunyot is still unknown, doctors speculate that eating a large meal right before bed can possibly trigger it.
Oh my
or
goodness.
an undetected heart spasm can be set off by a
Yikes.
nightmare. So maybe our dreams physically affect us more than we'd like to think.
Oh my
If you
gosh.
don't want nightmares tonight, subscribe to my channel and like and share this
I
video.
am subscribed, and I'm still gonna have nightmares. That story was scary, and not you coming with facts and information that proves that this could be real. Sapphire, no. Yikes! 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 That's like my chest is tight right now. My chest is tight. The eeriness is the fact that there are a lot of young men that have been dying from this sudden, unexpected. Excuse me. It was like sudden, unexpected. Hold on, it's right here.
Unexplained
Nocturnal death syndrome. So SUNS, also known as the name of the demon that I don't want to say. Because I'm over here. I don't need to bring that over here, That's not for me. But, what? That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Luckily, because of heartburn, I don't go to sleep right after eating. I need to digest. I'm getting old. But when I was a kid, I used to eat and then go to sleep right after and then wake up. My chest would be a little tight and stuff. My chest would be a little tight and I'd feel groggy. But thinking back, I was like, oh, maybe that's heartburn. But the fact that they were like, there's like this sleep paralysis part to it as well is just like super freaking crazy. Super freaking crazy. Don't go in the forest cutting trees nowhere, okay? Because just don't do it, all right? That's one thing. Don't eat large meals before you go to sleep, okay? We're going to try to stay alive, guys, okay? We're not going to let this happen to us. Wow. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. I'm shook and I'm scared and I'm a little uncomfortable. So I'm going to need to do some breathing exercises after this. Let me know your thoughts. If you like the video, check out the link in the description box below to support Sapphire and all the scary ish that she just brought us. And if you like this video, hug the life out of the like button. I love you guys as always. And until next time, buddies. Toodles.